Greetings, everyone. how how are you Inquisitors doing today? Hope it's wonderful. Hope we're all having a fruitful and eventful day. Had a bunch of requests to do Conquest, so I think this stream is going to be a few questions, but mostly just Conquest and Grand Arenas and a lot of gameplay. So that'll be kind of fun. Maybe it'd be fun for me at least. I got to do those things anyway. So we'll talk through them as we do them. See if we can help some other people out. Snow Trooper going to kill some Malaks today? No, I don't know. Oh man, these Malaks! I tell you what. Oh, yeah, we got the same thing set up for today for us. We've got Big Malak. There you go. You can see the lineup. You can see we've got this presentation of Malak ready to go here. It's not quite as terrifying as the other guy's team, you know. It's only 120,000 galactic power. But still, I'm not sure we've got anything right now that beats this Relic 5 Malak. We definitely have to keep working on that. So that will be interesting to find out. I'm probably going to have a look at my account and figure out what we're going to do with these Malaks, because I really don't have an answer for that right now. And I feel like it's a Nihilus or a Mandalorian or something like that with an instant kill is probably about the best option. And then I'll take in a team like the Troopers to get it down to Malak, and then I'll have to have a team just to clean up Malak. You like the alliteration on the title for now? Yup. 2-zone clear again? Yep. Yeah. I may have held this. The last time I fought that fight, the guy cleared 3 zones and got me. This time, you know, the Padme team did hold on 2 battles. So I'm pretty sure it is going to be a 2-zone. And we'll see if maybe there's something we can do to beat him on banners. But it's going to be close. 2-zone clear again. How close are you to Watt? Vader and Watt solves Malak problems. So let's see. I mean, we can try to answer that question right now. Where am I on Watt? Watt? 50 out of 80. Which is interesting because in the last few Dark Side territory battles, we've gotten like 27 and 28 of the Watt Tambor shards. So we're probably going to go into this next GOTB, and I'll end up with like 29 shards, and it'll be 79 of 80. And I'll have to sit there and look at him for another month. So with some hope, maybe we can get him unlocked this time around, but it might be 2 months before we get the Watt Tambor. But Vader and Watt kills Malak, huh? Get a big enough calling blade off. The problem is Malak often builds tenacity. A lot of Malaks build tenacity. And if you go in against a Malak that has high enough tenacity, I don't know how you kill that with the Vader. So maybe there's something I don't know, but even with the armor penetration, you can't get enough. Yeah, see, look. This is the way people build Malak nowadays. 176% tenacity. My Vader's not going to penetrate that with the... I guess if I put Piet lead and did everything else first and then did a Force Crush last and then did a Culling Blade as like the very last thing I did on Merciless Massacre, I might add, what's that give you? 4 more potency? No, 5. It'll give you 5 stacks. So that'd be another 30%. So if I had 30% potency on top of what my Vader already has, he's around 100, isn't he? So 86, 30, Yeah, see, it's still 50-50 to apply those debuffs at that point. I don't know. That seems like a tough matchup. I smell copyright infringement with the capital M spam. All right. How many shards do you think? How many cat shards do you think you'll get? I don't know. Holy cow. What is this? Dason Neil Pillay says, "Hey Darth Loquitur, this is my first live stream. Thanks for the informative videos. I've drawn up a great farming schedule from your efficiency video, and it's helped me stabilize my account nicely." Well, great. Thank you for the super chat. That is super awesome. That's like what, like $15 or something that you just gave me. That's man, I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. That's great. All right, but without Tarkin Zeta, it might not work because the Zeta gives the extra debuff. Huh. Yeah, the Tarkin lead with Vader gives the extra debuff. Oh, because of the ability block or whatever that it gives. Yeah. Padme has to be slow to do the Darth Revan defense. Yeah, against teams like this. Okay, let's just talk about this. I know we're gonna get ahead of the Grand Arena, but since you guys are talking about it, let's go over some strategy stuff here. So first of all, my opponent, this Gwuggy guy, is like super cool guy. So he hit me up over on chat, and he said he's a huge fan of the channel, and he can't believe he got matched up against me. That's great. And he asked, and some people do this, and they'll say, do you have any defensive requests? Because sometimes you want to do something to complete a feat or something like that. But I told him, hey, your title's tactical genius. Just be a tactical genius. And so we chatted a little bit over here. And he said, I won't watch your stream till after I attack. So he was very cool about attacking first before the stream. So this is, a shout out to this guy. So super cool opponent. Terrifying Malak. So here's the thing to realize, right? So when you go against somebody like this and you look at his inventory, he's got this Revan team, and there's really no way for me to beat this Malak at this point. If I do, I'm going to be lucky. Now, some of the guys that I've faced before this have been pretty thin. I mean, they've got huge stuff up top, and then it drops off pretty fast. So in this account, though, we've got this Jedi Knight Revan to deal with. That's a good team. We've got Commander Luke over here already, so we got some kind of rebels. We've got the Triumvirate. Look at this. We've got Darth, Traya, Nihilus, and Scion. And these characters, even at lower level, these characters are no joke, right? So two Gear 12s and a 2 Zeta Traya. That team can probably beat a lot of teams. And this is probably something that can almost beat my Padme team, even with the Relic Anakin. So the account's pretty tough. But from there, it does drop off, right? So imagine that you get into this battle where you're only going to have two fights against the opponent. If you save a lot of offense, hoping to get through this, and let's say you do 3 battles against this guy and never killed him, you just wasted all your offense. So what you want to do instead is you want to put some of your best teams on defense, and you got to think to yourself, max teams I'm going to save for offense, I'm going to save 2 teams that are going to get really high banners here, and then maybe I do 1 try on this, and if I get lucky, I get through it. But you really have to put your best teams on defense because you only need 2 teams on offense, right? So if you've got 5 good teams, save 2 good teams for offense, put all your stuff on defense because you're not going to need it anyway. You're not going to get through this. If you feel like you can counter this, then it's a different story. But if you know you can't, well, in my case, I have no confidence that I'll get through it. So you put a lot of stuff on defense and you hope to hold it to this battle And I did. So I held here. And I'm guessing, maybe even he did Triumvirate here, got rid of the Padme, but then couldn't finish out. And now he's stuck. So, yeah, so just remember, if they've got a defense like this, you're not going to use that many offensive teams. How much is that in American money? It's $14.33. Okay, somebody did the conversion. That's awesome, though. Thank you for that super chat. I'm still very happy to have had that super chat in there. Cubs made a mod strategy for Padme versus Revan. Hello there, Griff. Griff's coming in there with the hello there's again. And Arva. Man, I don't see Arva's hello there. Tarkin inflicts 2 unavoidable debuffs if the enemy falls below 100% in Malak. Has no protection, so the strategy is weapon tech on Vader. Vader outspeeds everything, and then you get the debuff on. Yeah, that makes sense. Vader does a Force Crush on HK, Marauder. Malak has at least 2 debuffs from the Tarkin Zeta, Culling Blade on Malak. And then cycle back to Culling Blade for either DR or Bastila, and you win. Nice. Okay. Have to mess around and try some of that on your Mama main account there. He averaged 54 banners on your battles, so you just need 55 banners per battle to win. That's good. I did the Tarkin lead counter in my current round, 60 banners against Darth Revan, and they didn't take a turn. Nice. Cool. And we've almost got Tarkin at Relic, so Tarkin is a character that we will have up and running for that if that works out. What is the difference between Sith Eternal Emperor and SLKR, and who do you suggest for the mid-game player? Oh boy, that's a tough question. 23 Zetas. Oh, on my opponent? Or on your opponent? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Troopers and Vader are pretty efficient. Good luck on the bottom zone clear. Just started watching. What did I miss? Not much. There's no way you get less than 55. Yeah, no, I should be able to do pretty well there. It's okay, says Nabokov. We can now discuss Piet. Awesome. So the question as to what's the difference between SLKR and SEE, they're completely different characters. Completely different characters. So who's the best for a mid-game player? I think that hands down has to be SLKR. He's just more versatile. He does more stuff in the game. C is an easier galactic legend to reach for. But SLKR definitely does more for your account than C does. So SLKR, his big thing is this stacking of these siphon effects. So he stacks siphon on his basic, he gets siphon on this skill, and then when he does his big sweep here, he siphons again. The fact that his abilities give your guys, while they have advantage, they can't be critically hit, is absolutely massive. It keeps your team alive long enough for SLKR to cycle up his damage. And typically, SLKR can win with most of his team still alive, which is good for things like Conquest and Galactic Challenges and things like that. Sith Eternal, on the other hand, is he is a towering monstrosity of a solo character. But you need to put in other characters with him to make that solo fully effective. So Wat Tambor, putting tank tech on him to give him protection back. The Armorer, if you can get her to put the armor stacks on him. Anything to just make the leader better. The rest of your team dies, and then Sith Eternal kills everyone. Not a good high banner strategy for Grand Arena, but he can kill Galactic Legends, so there's that. In Conquest and in Galactic Challenges, where it says, keep your whole team alive, Sith Eternal is not good at keeping his whole team alive. He's good at letting everyone else sacrifice themselves for him, and then he finishes out with a win. All right. Stuns. Made a second account rushing SLKR. Yeah, that's cool. He's better by far. He's far more versatile for sure. The only reason SLKR is easier is the finalizer. Oh, I think you meant C. So yeah, the finalizer is the blocking point on getting SLKR easily. Yep. C puts a whole new meaning to there can be only one. Yeah, it's not that there can only be one, but hey, there usually is. It's the rule of two with the Sith, right? He should be finishing out with one other guy, but he's just selfish. He just won't do it. He just lets them all die. But it is pretty satisfying because you can a lot of teams that are very defense oriented with stacking protection and tons of stuff like that. Some of the Jedi teams that stack protection, Jedi Master Luke, he just carves through them like they're butter because he siphons off all their protection and they can't do enough damage to kill him, and he just kind of, yawns and outlasts them. So, it's a pretty cool character. Pretty cool character. But yeah, if you can go for one or the other and it's not that big of a difference to your account, you should pick the SLKR. All right, we're going to go back to this screen for a second because we got quite a few viewers and not many likes. I feel like people are not deploying their lightsabers, so please do that. Public service announcement, get those going. Why did you go for C on the alt account? Is it for avoiding bloat? Well, I had already started thinking about that efficient route for C like I made a video on. And I like the fact that you could pull apart his build into 2 or 3 different sections where you build the troopers and you build the Empire team. And then you get kind of this Sith team at the end. So from the start of this account, I was already trying to apply that kind of a concept where you say, how do I just layer this in? I want to build a trooper team early on. The trooper team is good. It'll kill Geos. It'll kill Revans. Jedi Knight Revans especially. So it just it made sense for me to try to do that with this account. And again, especially because I'm going with the early troopers, that goes right into a Sith Eternal Emperor. So it seems logical. And it gives you the offensive version instead of like SLKR, you can put him on defense. So with C, early game, if they can't beat him, it's just like that Darth Malak, If you go up against your opponent and you look at his teams and you see that there's no way he can beat your Galactic Legend, you just put it on defense. If there is a way that he can beat your Galactic Legend, then you can always take C on offense and either solo or him and Watt, 2-man, some team for great banners. And so it's not horrible. I mean, I don't think there's any point where I'm going to regret and say, oh, I wish I'd built SLKR instead, because getting that first Galactic Legend is important for Grand Arena play as well as Conquest, everything else. And he'll be able to do fine in Squad Arena. Once I get that character, should be able to compete for top 5, top 10 in Squad Arena at some point for sure. It's only fair if you brought coffee for the rest of us. Who was assigned the bacon and who had the waffles? I don't have coffee this morning. It's just I got water. That's all I got is water. I'm watering myself. Anybody can have that. And if you can't have water, I mean, there's always the option where you just flush the toilet a couple times to clean up the bowl and, get it out of there. There's always some kind of water supply for you. At least that's what my cats think is efficient. I got a cat that likes drinking out of the toilet bowl sometimes, so who knows? At Darth Loquitur, what are you farming during the double drops? Well, farming stun guns. Stun guns, and more stun guns, because that's what I need on both of my accounts. On the Loquitur account, because a lot of characters are hung up on the stun guns, and on my main account, because I'm going for Galactic Legend Rey, and trying to develop those characters, it's the same thing. When you get in gear 10, 11, 12, there's just tons of stun guns you need to get through any of that stuff. So just farming stun guns. Griff says, I got the coffee. Nice. Okay, let's take a quick look. We did get a couple more likes going over there. Still not to the extent where we're going to be able to run these troopers yet, so that's scary. It's scaring me. Let's go over here to Conquest. And first, I want to talk through some Conquest stuff for low-level players. Let's do a little Conquest math to try to help people out. So, stamina on your characters is, of course, an important factor. If you run out of stamina, you kind of run out of the ability to keep your characters going. So if we look at the stamina on a character, it comes back, is it, oh man, now I'm blanking. It's every half hour, right? You get stamina once every 30 minutes. I should know that. I'm pretty sure it's once every 30 minutes. But I'm suddenly second guessing myself. Is it once every 20 minutes? No, it's once every 30 minutes. It's 2 stamina per hour, right? Good gravy. I don't know all of a sudden. Yikes, get in there. Why won't you let me look at your stamina bar? So if the stamina bar is full, you can't even click on it? That's crazy. If you haven't seen it yet, we wrote 10 tips, printed it in Discord. Okay. Yeah, so let's go through some math. Very simple stuff, right? So if you recover 1% every 30 minutes, that's 2% every 1 hour. In 24 hours, that's 96% stamina that we can regenerate. So let's just say we can regenerate 5 battles worth of stamina, more or less, in 1 day. So every battle that you fight is 15 energy. If you have 2 teams that you can take through here, that's 10 battles, 5 each. 150 energy per day. The problem is we only get 120 energy back per day from the energy recycle. So knowing that we're not even going to get as much energy as we spend, very early on in the Conquest cycle, within the first day or two, you will have burned through energy and you'll be getting stamina back, and within the first 2 days, you'll reach a point where your energy is empty and you still have stamina to spend. Because of that, even if you're on a cheap to play, free to play account, whatever, if you want to do the best you can in Conquest, you're going to need to do an energy refresh once in your first 2 or 3 days to get that to where every time you have stamina, you have energy. Now my cycle is to do this. I come in the morning, about between 5 and 6 in the morning, and I'll play 2 battles with my characters. I said that wrong earlier, didn't I? Yeah, it's 48%. Yeah, it's 48% that you get back in a day, but you drop 10% per battle. So it's 5 battles worth of energy that you get back. I just had the math backwards. You don't lose 20% per battle and it's 96. You lose 10% per battle and you gain back 48. That's correct. So the chat's correcting me. Yeah. But it comes down to the same thing. You can do 5 battles per day with 2 different teams. Now, if you have a third team, then for sure you're going to run out of energy before you run out of stamina. So I come in the morning and I play 2 battles with the team, and I knock them down to about 80% on stamina. Now they'll gain that back over the course of time. If I can, at lunchtime, I'll get in there and I'll run a couple more quick battles with my best teams, and I'll knock another 10% stamina off of them. And then in the evening, when my account resets and I'm doing my account play for the day, I'll do another 2 battles. And sometimes I'll end up those 2 battles down around, 70% stamina, 68%, something like that. And then you let it go overnight. You come back in the next day and you're at, 92% stamina. And you can play again. So basically, if you're free to play and you don't want to spend a lot of money, you can work this with as few as 2 teams. But once you get up to 3 teams and you've got 3 teams that you can flex in here, you're going to want to do a couple of these energy refreshes early on. And the reason you want to do them early on is because of the cumulative effect of the discs. The faster that you can go through here and grab more data discs, the better you'll do. Even if you just get 1 star on these and you run past them and get the data disk and just keep running through the sectors and then circle back around once you've got, all 12 points taken up with good data disks, then you can come back around to these like this node here and finish it out. I could have got, I can get 3 stars on this, no problem. So it's just a matter that I'll collect up my data disks first, and then I'll come back around later and grab it. So in terms of data disks, the ones that I value, this thing where when an enemy falls below 100% health, they're inflicted with healing, immunity, and 2 stacks of armor shred. Armor shred gets rid of 50% of their armor, and 2 stacks means pretty much no damage reduction anymore. And this is a locked healing immunity. Once they get it, I believe they can never, even if they go back over 100%, I think this is locked, which can't be dispelled or resisted. This really, I have found this to be really an excellent, excellent data disk. There's other data disks that do things from debuffs. There's data disks that do things for other data disks that do when enemies fall below 100%, you get turn meter, for example. So you can do kind of a stacking composition with the below 100% stuff. And for things like troopers with a lot of single target damage, man, when they hit that and that enemy falls below 100%, it almost guarantees that you'll be able to kill that character in 1 or 2 more hits. Characters that get a lot of health back, Malak, things like that, if you ever face them in here, just get debilitated. It's a good name for this. It's debilitating. I love this disc, and I got it right away. Leader's Resolve. This is another disc that I think is a premium disc, and unless you have a purple disc on a node, I think you should always look to take this Resolve. It has speed. Anything that gives you speed is good. And there's a lot of teams, the Geos, for example, Padme, Jedi Knight Revan. There's just tons of teams. Vader as the leader in a team that get just this. The amount of stats that you get out of this is just crazy, and you get speed. So anytime you see this, last Conquest, I ended up with 3 of these on my main account. And even though I had purple discs at the end to go clean up the quests and finish out the feats, I was using 3 leaders resolves and just crushing stuff with leaders that could do silly things with all these stats. Again, like Vader, like Padme, like Jedi Knight Revan. Here we got when an enemy falls below 100% health, we gain 16% offense. So now I'm trying to stack what I'm doing here with the debilitation and stack that. And so that's as far as I got so far. Oh, I guess I did get one more. This one I picked up just the health and protection. There weren't a whole lot of good options there. So we'll play through a couple of these and we'll see if we can get over here and figure out what this data disk is going to look like. Right here we've got a Ray team and a Grievous team. Over here we've got Geos. And you guys, you always want to look ahead on these. You want to look all 3 nodes out and you want to plan your next 3 moves. So like if I can do this and this and this, that's good. But if I do this, and this team right here is something I can't beat, then I trap myself on this node with no other options. So even if this team is harder, I may have to go a different path, right? So always plan out your path ahead of time. So I'll probably do them, then I can do Geos, and then I got Night Sisters, or another Ray team into this set of discs. I don't know what could be on this scavenger that would be motivational enough for me to want to go over here, but yeah, let's take this. So what team do we have that's going to be the best at beating this Ray? For those who know my account, let's talk about what I'm going to beat this team with, what I'm going to beat the Geos with, and then what I'm going to do over here. Well, it's a mirror. It's the same team. Or Night Sisters. Catch up on chat while you guys are thinking about that. Hit the like sabers. Yes, definitely. Getting some like sabers over there. All right. How far can a gas team go on Conquest? Good. The gas team can do well. It's a gas team threatens to be a two-banner team, right? Because sometimes gas will get put down and then they'll probably kill one of your 501st before gas stands back up. So he could be, potentially devastating for really high-level play, but he might, with the clones, he might end up being a two-banner team, a two-star team instead of a three-star. Have you tried Nest with Leader's Resolve? Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I was messing around with Nest with 3 Leader's Resolves. It's just silly. She's like a galactic legend at that point. She's beyond a galactic legend. It's crazy what you can do with a Nest with 3 Leader's Resolves. I should have videotaped that just for posterity because it's funny. Yeah. I actually had the max box. I had the box maxed out at 7 on my main account. And I was just going back and doing battles just for the fun of it, just to see how they played with those data discs. I got all 3 purple data discs. I got all 3 different types of purple data discs on my main account last time. That was crazy. I was experimenting with some stuff there. I don't fight JTR in Conquest. She's crazy with the added speed on hard. Gas does well in Conquest. He's a great counter to the Darth Revan teams in there, but you'll still want more teams than just Gas. All right. Oh, man, I didn't have many votes for what team to play. Well, you guys should know that the Troopers, as long as I can go first, the Troopers do well against this team. So what we're going to do, we're going to see if we can get the Troopers to go off. And you don't know for sure, right? I mean, you don't know their speed, so you don't know for sure if you're going first. But we are going to go in with a full trooper team here, and we're going to see. As long as we can go first, we can target JTR. We can drain turn meter from them. So as soon as I come in and buff up, he's going to go. He puts debuffs on everybody. JTR pushes turn meter up everywhere. But now I can get rid of it. And I can just say goodbye turn meter. And then Holdo is going to do her taunt. So we kill her next. And I am going to do Imperial Ambition here. I'm not even going to do the mass assist. And you see, once we get these armor shreds up, this is nothing. Once we get the armor shreds up, it's a funny joke. Done. Done, done, done. My good run of Conquest, I had 3 or 4 Leaders Resolve. With the last one, I only saw it once, and I barely made it to the end. Vader's against Geos, Troopers on JTR, Padme on last team. Yeah, we can just Trooper again with the other Ray team, I think. All right, so let's take a look here. We've got decay turn meter, potency calibration, and caustic emissions all at basic level. And the decay turn meter is the one that we're going to want. The troopers already want to dominate turn meter, and by giving them more chances to play with turn meter, we're going to be happy. Vader, with his merciless massacre, wants to mess with turn meter. So this, Force Crush, everybody loses 5% turn meter, and then he goes around giving everybody else stuff for 5% turn meter. So that's good overall for our team. This damage over time one is good. I actually like that a lot. At the start of their turn though, which makes it less good. And potency calibration, it's good to have one of those somewhere, because later on they do start stacking tenacity. So this has 3 mods, all 3 mods that I, would want at some point. We'll probably take the decay turn meter. Probably take that decay turn meter. Look for a better version of the caustic emissions or any of it. Yeah. Let's see what chat has to say. If you guys think I should take a different disc. All right, Geos. Let's just switch over to the Vader. And we're doing Kylo Ren unmasked in here just to try to soak some hits. Okay, let's see. That way we can take the counterattacks from the brute. All right, let's get in there and see what we can do with this Vader. With him having the leadership ability and the stacks from Leader's Resolve, we should be doing well here. So let's do the Merciless Massacre, pull the Spy out of stealth. I'm actually going to put this on Sunfac. Get all these debuffs going. We're going to get rid of the Brood Alpha if we can. That worked. Let's hit the Spy real hard. And he's got the Armor Shred on him now. So when we do Force Crush again, we're going to be happy with that result. We'll do Force Crush here. Then try to cull him out. Hit him. Shock him. We're good so far. And this is on normal, and, speed isn't as much of an issue as it is on hard. So that's good. Some full stamina wins over here. Take this. Go back to the troopers. Knock them down another 10%. The fact that stamina reduces your speed is just ridiculous. I mean, there's a lot of things that I could see, okay, maybe that should work that way, but why does it reduce your speed? That's silliness. All right, let's just work on Holdo over here. And again, we got those debuffs on everybody with the armor shreds, and just makes this whole thing academic. Good so far. All right, let's see what other people have said over here. Caustic emissions stacks with the armor shred, so they automatically fall into the minus 100% health. Caustic emissions stacks with the armor shred one. Okay. So you're saying that if we take this data disk for the caustic emissions, that doesn't automatically damage them though. How does that you're saying that triggers the automatic fall below 100% health? Help me understand what you're saying there, because I'm not sure. Decay turn meter is good, but prefer to wait and see if you can get a blue or green version. Really enjoyed the Leader's Resolve and Evasion. Let's see, some of the data. Okay, 2 improvements I've set numerous times to CG: more energy, less stamina. Stamina shouldn't impact speed, and enemies shouldn't have the 60 to 80% speed values. Have you done GAC yet? No, I'm messing around with Conquest first. So I don't understand what you guys are saying about the stacking here with the caustic emissions. How do I feel about the removal of deployable cooldown discs for and the max 25 shards for cats at max box combination? At the minimum 56 weeks for people below 4 million to unlock her. Dots lower max health, so it triggers armor shred. Dots do damage based on max health. They don't reduce max health. What am I missing? What am I missing? Dots just do a instance of damage that is based on the character's maximum health. Unless there's some other thing that says when they get a debuff, they lose health. If you've got a character or a skill or an ability. The putting on of a dot doesn't necessarily do damage, right? What am I missing? At the start of their turn, which can't be resisted. Dots lower, so, okay, let's see what you forgot about that. Protection, no? Yeah, it should damage the protection first. Characters lose 5% of max health each turn. All right. Yeah, they lose 5% of the max health each turn, but they don't. It's damage, right? It's not. You're not actually reducing the max health of the character. It's just doing an instance of damage that's equal to 5% of the max health of that character. It's an instance of damage. It has to be, because like when you have Kylo Ren and he takes an instance of damage over time, it counts as damage and it resets his cooldowns. Doesn't that damage apply to the protection, so they're still at 100% health and like 90% protection? Yeah, that's exactly what should happen. I don't know if that's the way the game calculates it incorrectly. But see, they have to start their turn to get this. And especially early on in Conquest, in this account, I'm really trying to play a lot with troopers and not let them have the first turn. I suppose we could just buy it. I really want the decay turn meter, though, because that's an important concept for my troopers to stay ahead. I really want all three of these. Doesn't burning reduce max health? Yes, burning does. Burning actually changes the health pool of the character. And so does Jedi Knight Revan's skill. He's got something in his kit where characters end up losing percent of their max health. So if you'd had these, if you had these and you were in the Jedi team with JKR, then for sure, well, you wouldn't even have to have these. JKR triggers the loss of max health with his skills. Decay turn meter would be better for you at this point, but you get all of them across the board. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and decay turn meter, if I get one later that's a green or a blue, then I'll just play with two of them for sure. Yeah, I often play with two of these, because being able to and there are feats in here where it says you have to reduce turn meter with a feat. Okay, so now we've got Empire, First Order, and then we've got a Separatist. And I hate fighting any Galactic Republic. This ability is just dumb. It's just dumb. They reflect back so much damage and they have so many hit points that automatically, the math here says that if you kill one of them, they kill your guy. And I know that it doesn't actually kill your character, but it puts them at 1 hit point. And then there's all kinds of skills here that give retribution. There's many different ways that these guys get counterattacks. So you attack into them, they counterattack you and kill you. So just about every setup they have with the Galactic Republic. The Yoda lead is probably the easiest one to beat. But, man, that's just unfair. And then they're also over-prepared, so they have extra health, protection, offense, speed. So I avoid the Galactic Republic slots at all costs, which means that we're going to have to take the high road. We're going to have to go with First Order into the Separatists. So First Order, probably the Padme team is the best we've got here. And we haven't used them yet, right? We've already burned up some stamina on these guys. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Padme team as the way to go. And even with JKR, he reduces max health instead of doing damage, so I'm not sure that would trigger the falling below 100%. Yeah, I don't know. We'd have to experiment with that a little bit. As the character's still 100%, it's just 100% of the lower value. But you don't know the way the timing works, right? So if the cooldown disc is looking for any reduction of health, and the health pool gets reduced at all, it's not necessarily that. Well, so if it's looking at 100%, whether or not they're at 100% of their health pool, that's true. But there might be a moment where the health pool is reduced, where they're not at 100% health. So it all depends on the timing of the calculation and how that all works out. It's one of those things where I would say I'd have to run it and see. All right, let's take a look at these guys. Thomas is taking off. All right, see you later, man. All right, so what we're going to do here, we're just going to do a basic to give ourselves protection up. Then we're going to do this big area effect to get rid of all of these instances of advantage. And it's not that bad to save the big area effect, but you just want to go on it first. They got it all back because the trooper did his cleanse. All right, let's just do this and get more protection up. And then Kenobi dropped below 50%. No, he didn't. All right, let's go ahead and let's not lose Kenobi yet. So let's go ahead and clear the debuffs. Get over onto the red trooper here, clear him out. Then we're actually going to trigger Padme to shoot, because remember, we've got this leadership thing that's just going crazy. So she'll shoot, then we'll be able to get that kill. All right, and then we kill there, and then we kill here. And this whole show is academic. Good. Good, good, good. All right. Now we've got the Separatists to deal with. And this is where it gets just a little bit dicey, because I think Padme is probably the best we have against this as well. Vader can do work here. We'll try it with Padme. If it doesn't work out, we'll bring back Vader later. All right. We got to get Dooku out of here. Get all kinds of heal overtimes going on him. Got the extortion going on me already, so let's just do that. Get some protection up going. Pay the toll. Let's get more protection up. Okay. Now we just need to trigger Anakin again. Let's get the counterattacks going on. We'll kick him. And that armor shred shows up, and it just feels pretty good. All right, Padme, finish him off. Okay, and then let's kill Wat Tambor so that he hopefully doesn't bring that robot back to life. Get him. Come on now. Well, at least he came back with the armor shred, so there's that. Now we'll do big hit. All right, what else we got going on over here? Let's just mass assist on this Dooku. Get rid of him. Then we'll send Ahsoka over here. Kill Nuke twice. Looking good, guys. Looking good. ALEURA, did you close that door when you came in? Okay, then we've got the Padme final battle here. So we got two choices. We're out of energy for the day, and we can either refresh the energy here and give this Padme team a try, or we can wait for the stamina to come back up on my characters. And in this case, for the boss battle, I think I'll just refresh the energy now and try it. And then, I don't think we'll be that bad off. We should be able to get through this, even with low stamina. And then if we don't get all the feats, we can come back later. So we got to do 100,000 to somebody in a single hit, 3 enemies in the same turn, and take 10 or more consecutive turns. So for the 10 or more consecutive turns, we'll have to come back in later and do troopers or something like that. But for now, I think we just bring in Padme. And we're at 77%. That should be enough to try to get this. We'll try to get a big hit in here somewhere with Anakin. So we're going to do the same kind of thing we did before. We're just going to take Padme. And I think we're going to kick Anakin, see if we can stun him. All right, and then this won't be a big hit if we go now, so we're just going to hit Kenobi, stack up some protection. All right. Let's get the retribution going again. Then let's shoot Anakin. Boy, that didn't do much. All right, let's shoot him again. Come on, Padme. Get him. Okay. Well, we'll do this to take off my damage over times because the area effect is going to hit the box. So as long as we hit the box, we're good. I think everybody just needs to hit the box right now. Let's, she can't hit the box. That's no good. All right, we're going to have to mass assist with Kenobi and have everybody hit the box. Can't get to the box. Got a Kenobi in the way. All right, let's see if we can kill this Kenobi. Now everybody can get to the box. All right, we'll hit with Anakin. Hit the box. Hit everybody. 3 in a row. All right. So we completed a couple feats there. Got 2 stars. Got 3 in a row, or 3 in the same turn. Got the 100,000 damage in a single hit. So we're good. And now we've refreshed the energy. We've taken the edge off of it. We've still got 40 energy left to regenerate. So we can grab a data disk off of here and then maybe fight one battle in the next sector if we feel like it. All right, so we've got agility. We've got blue agility. And we've got entrenched. 75% protection at the start of battle versus 7% evasion and 20% turn meter when we evade. If you get 2 or 3 of these, it really starts to make a difference. But 7% evasion seems pretty low. And this entrenched is really quite a bit of protection. What do you think, chat? What would you take, the agility or the entrenched? I like this entrenched because it's only 1 dot. This takes 2 dots. This takes 1 dot. This is good. It's a good mod, or a good disc. But I do like this entrenched. That is not bad. All right, let's see what the chat's saying. The one that stacks is the Amplify Agony and the Caustic Emissions. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes more sense. Does the Evasion stack on resets or each turn? Entrenched is awesome. Hello, everyone. Won't be here long, but kill the like. Hey, Bookish. I would take Convor, Entrenched, protection up, Entrenched, hands down. Entrenched also speeds up your trooper team by 10% since it is a buff. That's nice. That's cool. Okay, you might roll a new purple disc, which will stack with Convor. Entrenched is great for Padme. If other team goes first, they resist all the debuff. Nice. Joey, that's awesome. That's solid, right? Yeah, it gives your Padme immunity at the start. Protection up 75% would give your Padme team a really strong start. That's nice. I think that sold me. Getting Evasion is by far better. Entrenched is a buff. Entrenched, you get more tickets. 75%, yeah. Yeah, no, I love this Convors, but the fact is that Entrenched is here. That's the problem. It's not whether I like this, it's whether I like this better. And honestly, guys, I'm telling you, this one dot. It's so much difference if you can, because imagine this covers 2 dots, but I could, in theory, have 2 of these for the same 2 dots. So I think we're going to commit to that. Add it into our inventory. 3 more left to go. Maybe we'll get another Leader's Resolve somewhere in here. But I'm feeling pretty good about this Conquest, right? We've gone through Sector 1. Starting to work on Sector 2 already. And this is still technically the first day, right? All right, we got Geos. There's that Galactic Republic. Oh, boy. Oh, dear. All right, let's see what we got here. Protection, Recovery, Vitality, Zealous Ambition. This Vitality is a good generic disc. I mean, if you don't have anything else good to get, those are good. Ruthless Swiftness. Everybody gains turn meter when somebody falls below 100%. That really goes with what we're doing. It's a green version of the disc. I think we come over here for Ruthless Swiftness. Health, Steel, and Defense Penetration is not bad. But I think we just go with the gimmick of the falls below 100%. But getting another 27% max health and protection, that gives me more max health, which would give me more percent protection. The added protection on top of the protection makes my characters beefy. But we'll see another one of these somewhere. These are very common. These are really common. We'll see another one. So I think we go for the Swiftness. 22% turn meter when somebody falls below 100%. And then with our leader skill, if we can, like, with even when we get to higher stuff with Vader, as long as Vader can put somebody below 100%, which he should, then we end up in a good situation where we can give the rest of our guys turn meter and snowball from there. Zealous Ambition, take it. Padme will hit so hard. Healers and support gain offense equal to a bunch of their max health. Yeah, but it doesn't really help me with... well, let's look at Geos. Oops. Does it help with Geos? What is the Brute Alpha? I mean, I'm embarrassed. Is the Brute Alpha... He's an attack... Oh, that's Spy. Come on. Brute Alpha. Is the Brute Alpha a healer? He's a support. So the Brute Alpha would get souped up by that too. So 2 of our teams, the Padme team and the Padme team and the Geo team would both benefit from that. And Veers too. Veers is a support, right? He's a support. Okay. Weird. It's 3 of our teams that get benefit from that. The turn meter is so good, though. That turn meter is so good. Getting that 22% turn meter on everybody every time you knock somebody below 100%, that's so good. But Zealous Ambition is neat. It does work a lot better with my But it's just offense. It's 2 dots. It's 2 dots. It's only your leader, and it's only offense. Or not leaders, but only healers and supports. I don't know. That's a tough choice. Oh, we got another super chat. Same guy again. Desan Pillay. How do you solo Geos with Nest? Is there an ideal mod setup and minimum gear? So how you solo Geos with Nest is just by her mechanics alone. The thing that you have to watch for is the quality of your opponent's spy. If they have a relic spy, you really can't bring Nest in because there's just too much of a chance that the spy comes flying across and kills you. I would still do Kira lead even against the Geos, just for the stacking protection, the ability to recover your protection. Makes it a lot less likely that their spy will one-shot you. Tenacity doesn't matter against the Geos specifically because the soldier has tenacity down. So you always have tenacity down, and the whole tenacity gimmick doesn't work. So specifically against Geos, if you're only going to kill Geos with Nest, just mod her for... Actually, I would do probably speed and offense. I would try to make her hit hard and move fast, and don't worry about her crit damage. She's going to cycle that up through her ability as the turns go on anyway. So maybe a little bit of, Kira lead, maybe a little bit of extra protection and health. So I would make her a little bit beefy, put her under Kira lead, and then just offensive stats so that make sure that she can finish him off quickly. Not crit. Don't worry about crit damage on the triangle, for example. You'll get plenty of crit damage. So maybe like a protection cross, protection on the cross, offense on the triangle, speed on the arrow, and then some speed substats. And then either a speed mod set or, tenacity mods if you're going to do that anyway. But it's not so important against the Geos. The big thing about the Geos, get the Kira lead going. You can just put her at 2 stars and level her up and just promote her leadership and get her to the point where she can provide that leadership stuff to Nest. And then the mods become a lot less important. So, thanks a lot. Zealous Ambition is far stronger. Zealous Ambition, Zealous Ambition, Zealous Ambition all the way. Wow. Really? Zealous by far. This is the way. We have spoken. Zealous Ambition. Huh. Okay. So the thing to keep in mind, everyone, you have data cards that work in sync. 2 to 3 sets max. This is for the sake of high values at the end of the event where you need it. So I hear what you're saying, Nabokov, but here's a caution. Whatever primary set you're building, you need to build one data disk set that's going to carry you through. You do not want to be swapping out these data disks at all until the end, except to upgrade them. So once you establish your data disks, if I get a better vitality or if I get something that's better than vitality, I'll get rid of this one and I'll add one in. But I'm going to try to stay with the same mod gimmick for the whole Conquest, because every time I start taking these out, it costs me these data cards, and I do not want to give these up for anything except gear or character shards for the Commander Ahsoka. So we do not want to constantly be spending those things swapping out data disks. Doing a full set is 70. You can get 6 stun guns for 75. Man, I am not going to trade data disks. Not until the end of the Conquest, when you've completed everything, you've got your whole inventory of data disks, and then you say, okay, if I swap these out, I can go back and do the detonator feat, or whatever it is. All right. minimum GP to get any worthwhile records in Conquest. It's nothing to do with your GP, everything to do with your two best teams. At 1,000,000 galactic power, if you have two good teams, you can work your way through Conquest. So you guys are saying Zealous Ambition is really that great, huh? It's just offense on your leader, though, or on your healers. It's a lot for the troopers, though. I hate that it's 2 dots. Okay, so how are we going to get to this? We got to go through one of these. This is... I can't even get to that disc without going through a Galactic Republic square. So I have to go through the Galactic Republic here and then fight them, or I have to go through the Galactic Republic here. So this is Ki-Adi-Mundi and Yoda, 2 clones. This is Cody, Kenobi, Anakin. I think this is worse than this. I think this is easier to beat. So we'll have to go Geos here and then here. All right, so let's see. We're running low on stamina, but we're just going to go ahead and give this a shot because I think the Vader should have no problem getting through here. All right. Vader's still got stamina. Quit hitting my Vader. All right. All right. Oh, no, come on. I need that pre-taunt. We're not fast enough. So this is one of those examples where, you know, maybe if I get the full stamina, I will be able to go first. But, you know, if I would have gotten another turn there, I would have backed out rather than complete it because you don't want the stamina to go off your characters. All right, so what we'll have to do there, we'll have to wait for some stamina to come back, and then when we do battle, we're going to have to think about putting in another Sith in here just to give Vader more turn meter so that he can go first. So we'll get it. We'll get it when we go first. And if we can't, then we'll just go first with the troopers and kill that team. But that's going to be it for me over there because I can't. I don't have enough stamina. I got energy that needs to be refreshed. So we got to be done with Conquest for that account. So let's get over to Grand Arena. We'll work on that. And then we'll circle back around and do Conquest on the main account, which has a little more opportunity and a little more, let's say, scope for playing around with the energy refreshes and such. So let me know in chat if you want to do that. If you want me to do this Grand Arena on Loquitur and then do Conquest on my main account, we can have more Conquest discussions. All right, so we did take a loss on the last round. This guy with his monster Malak did clear 3 zones, but then couldn't get through the ships. Didn't even try. Next opponent, man, looks too much the same. A little more ships, a little more characters in ships. When I looked at his ships, I said, honestly, he can't even beat my defensive fleet. So my second fleet is going to be able to hold up to anything he's got in fleets. So I was like, well, the option was in setting up my defense and where to put my best defensive team. And in the end, I didn't feel like putting it in front of... I felt like putting the Padme team in front of fleet was still the best move. Even though he can't beat my fleet, if he then expended a lot of effort beating the Padme, maybe I could hold on fleet. So anyway we look at it, we want a two zone fight. We already looked at his inventory. We saw this Revan stuff. We saw the Commander Luke in there, the Geos, all kinds of interesting characters. Wait, what? What did I just see? Do my eyes deceive me? Oh. No, okay, that's... For a second there, I thought he was working on another Journey character. Okay, so with this inventory, 2 zones, we set up our defense. With the Padme up front, we did go ahead and just put the Geos up front here. And the only hope is that he works on the Geos, and then he sees this weak bounty hunter team back here, and actually goes after the Padme team first and loses. And then he could be stuck on the 2 zones back here. Or if he takes out this team, get stuck on Padme. So however we do it, worked out. Padme did get the holds. We're in good shape there. So we just have to clear 2 zones with high banners. And I think if I look at what's going to be on the back zone potentially, Old Republic seems like a likely candidate. And I think our troopers really clean up Old Republic quite well. So here we're going to take the Vader in against the Geos. And we've got to get a pretty high banner win. So we're going to try to not let them get any turns, but we're also not going to give it away. We're just going to do our little 3-man squad here. Just in case, make sure we get the assists off the troopers so that things always die. Assuming that we clear it, this should give us a 62 banner win, right? Yeah. Yes, Conquest on the main afterwards. Okay. That's what I live hearing about, having two decent fleets. Is Plo worth gearing up? He's worth gearing up to 9 or 10. Beyond that, his ship is already functional, and making his ship that much better, the character's not that good, so no. Don't take Plo past gear 9 or 10 until you get later in the account where, you know, you developed enough galactic power that you can afford to make that decision. Solo, everybody always says Solo. I know you all want to see Solo, but I would rather get a good clean 62 banner win, because if it doesn't work out that way, then Kylo Ren will go, we'll stun somebody, and we'll still have it. All right, Merciless Massacre. We'll do this on the Brute. Get rid of the Brute Alpha. Sunfac. Poggle. Soldier. Just hit Spy. And then he goes away. Okay, 62 banners. Could have been a solo, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Somebody told me I only needed, like, decent banners. Oh, my goodness. All right, let's make sure. Let's make sure on this, right? So a zone victory is worth 150. That puts us at, what, 732. 79 minus 32 is 47? Is that right? I only need 47 banners back here? That's going to be easy. Okay, Veers. Stark, Trooper. Is that it? Do we even put Piet in here? Or do we put Piet in just to be safe, to make sure that we go fast enough? Almost feels like overkill. It's 1 banner, and I don't even need the 1 banner. Troopers on Revan, and Jedi this. Okay, yeah, we could try the Troopers on Revan. We could try that. You guys are right. That's what I should do. That's what I should do. Jedi can wipe this. So Jedi... How much galactic power does he have? 66. The Chopper is... Let's just look at Chopper's health and protection real quick. He's pretty beefy. Nah, it's beatable. Definitely beatable. All right, so we take in the Jedi team, but what, 4 Jedi? Underdog it. Do this. One day the troopers will win. We already beat one Darth Revan, but he had a smaller Malak. And we were able to beat it. 4 for safety. All right. Yeah, let's get in there. Just those 4. Now we need more likes to get the trooper power up. More likes would be good. All right, so what does Yoda want to do here? I don't think we want to buff up right away. Let's see how hard we can hit Chopper just right out of the box. All right, send Yoda over to hit him again. Getting rid of his passive, I always think that getting rid of Chopper's passive first is the best first move. And then we'll just keep making Yoda go over there so he gets more turn meter. Then he can do this and get speed. Spread these buffs around. And then let's get Hera out of there. We'll save that in case we need it against Kanan later. Oh, no stun. That's taunt. Let's hit him hard again. All right, now we got 2 guys that don't deal much damage, so feels pretty good. We'll strip that off just in case. Get some Yoda action going on. We'll stun Zeb. Just, nope, won't stun Zeb. We will do no such thing. Yeah, let's just get that while we got Foresight going on. Get some dodges, get Yoda going back over there, get some turn meter. More turn meter for Yoda. More. Send him over, get more. All right. Working our way through it. 61 banners. And if we calculated correctly, that should put us ahead. All right. Now, we got this Revan. Select squad. Bunch of troopers. So as long as we don't use his turn meter drain until later, we're in good shape. We have to do, we may have to do armor carving on him. Then we can pop a couple shots on Bastila, and then we should be able to kill him. And we can't AoE with Snowtrooper, right? We can't mow down Malak with Snowtrooper until we're done with our single attacks. So we work our way through him, take a couple shots, finish him off to get turn meter, kill her, kill him. And then do the mass assist on him and pray. Let's just check speed. I mean, I don't think he's going to outspeed me, but we'll see. Ooh, 323. 323. And we're at a lot. 312, is it? 321. And then we'll get plus 20 speed from the Veers lead. So once we add Veers on that, we're at 241. 241. So, yeah, we'll go first by a good margin. And then we link it up with Piet, and we should be good. Do we have enough likes over here? We do. We have enough likes to power the troopers, but we don't have nearly as many likes as we could have for the amount of people that we have in the stream. So, public service announcement, lightsabers work like this. Put it through that like button. Get that thing out of here. All right. No HK means you can turn meter drain. I thought turn meter drain was only bad with HK. Okay, I'll just take a second here, guys. So here's the problem. Sith Empire allies are immune to turn meter reduction while they are debuffed. As soon as Moff Gideon goes, they all get demoralize. Demoralize is a debuff. So when I hit the turn meter drain with Moff Gideon, they don't lose turn meter. If I get a kill with that, then I'll get a whole bunch of turn meter and I'll be fine. But if I don't get a kill with the mass assist off of Moff Gideon, I cannot use it. I can only use that if I get a kill. Okay? Hope that makes sense. Because otherwise, if I don't get a kill, then I get 25% turn meter back. They never lost any turn meter, and they'll go, and we'll lose at that point. So yeah, Moff Gideon against Revan, you just got to be very careful when you use that skill. All right, let's get in there. Let's get in there. All right, buffs up first. And then we're going to go ahead and hit his armor. Then we're going to put this onto Snow Trooper so that we can maximize our assists when Piet goes. If Piet goes. All right, so he'll go, then he'll go, and then we might be out of turn meter. So we've got 2 shots to kill this guy? That can't be right. It is right. That's bad news. All right. We didn't get a kill. Now we're going to have to do the drain turn meter and go for a kill. We've got 2 assists coming out of here and 1 guy that's stunned. But that's going to put us enough turn meter that we can keep going. Malaks got taunt, so that's pretty much game over. All right. Let's see. Can we even get in here on Bastila? We're not going to do enough. And Malaks got taunt back, and that's game over. Yeah, not being able to kill that Sith Empire trooper fast enough, that's a showstopper. We just got to get more troopers that can hit hard. Or we have to do something different with the way that we started out. Yeah. Or we do have to go for the turn meter drain instead of cutting his armor. Maybe we just do have to go for the turn meter drain, everybody assists, and hope that we can kill him in 1 shot. We got to get our troopers tough enough that we can do that we can kill him in 1 shot so we can use Moff Gideon right away. Why did it go so much better against the relic set? Mods, Joey. Marauder becomes problematic. He gains turn meter when people attack out of turn. Yeah, that's true. That's true, because the Marauder would be going off as well. Account analysis now. Now I'm not going to have time for account analysis. People want to see Conquest today, so we're just going to go from this into Conquest on the main account, and then we'll do Grand Arena on the main account, and that'll be pretty much the stream for the day. I got a couple more questions that I do want to answer before we get into Conquest on the main, though. So, couple quick questions. Somebody asked about modding. What mods should I toss with no investment? So we've been talking about getting rid of the right side or the left side gray mods. And I kind of fast forward through when I'm selling the mods in other places. And so the question is, well, how do you know what to sell if you're selling mods? So here's the thing. Everything that's a 3-dot mod, 4-dot mod, you're going to sell, right? That's a no-brainer. We're not even going to question that philosophy. We're just going to do it. When we come in and we look at, especially with the triangles, the crosses, and the arrows, we don't get as many of the triangle and cross. I don't know the exact drop rates. I'm sure somebody's calculated this by now, but Squares, diamonds, circles, you get at about the same drop rate, so you'll have a bunch of these, and it's much higher than the others. Arrows, I feel like you get quite a few arrows, maybe half as many as you do of the other stuff. Crosses, less. I feel like you get less crosses than arrows. And then triangles are by far the least. You get maybe a third of what you get on these other mods. So you really get less for the triangles. So for the crosses, what we do on the crosses and filtering that out, we're looking for stats that match the mod set. So what matches a speed mod set? The answer is everything. Everything in the world matches a speed mod set because you're only looking for speed substats. So when we're looking at speed, we're gonna look at all of these to see if we get speed substats on any of them. Because even if it's tenacity, if all I'm looking for is a 25 speed set mod, I almost don't even care what the main stat is, because the plan is to go first and win. If it has a good main stat, that's nice. But if it doesn't, we're not upset about that. For other mods, let's say these were crit chance mods. If I'm putting crit chance on a character, the likelihood is that I want that character to hit hard. I don't want protection. I don't want defense. I don't want health. I don't want tenacity. So if these are crit chance mods, health, protection, tenacity, those mods, they're just all going to go away because I don't want them. I'm not going to pick them. I'm not going to pick a crit chance mod to put on a character that I'm trying to do offense and then accept that it has protection. I don't want it. So if this was crit chance, all these mods are gone. If this was an offense mod set, same thing. Just look at all these mods. All health, defense, protection, tenacity. Crazy. These would all be gone, right? I wouldn't keep any of them. On the other hand, if it's a defense set, you can keep almost anything with a defense set because you're looking for the defensive stat off the mod itself. You don't mind if it's a defensive stat because maybe you're looking for defensive stats anyway. So in that case, you'd sell tenacity. You might sell potency. I'm not sure if I want a defense mod with potency. So whatever. So for defensive ones, you're going to keep most of it. For speed, you're going to keep everything. It's just for those offensive sets where you limit yourself and you say, I really don't want to bother with all that defensive stuff on an offensive set. When we're looking at triangles, we're a lot less picky on the triangles, right? We're willing to keep a lot more triangles. So for a lot of this stuff, if the triangle's got any decent stat, we're going to keep it. But again, if you have defense on a stat that's offensive mod set or crit chance mod set, I'm not going to keep that. I won't even invest in that. I'll sell it. Because again, you're not going to pick an offense set with a defense main stat. You're just not going to pick it. Or if you do pick it, you're always going to regret it and wish that you had those credits back to put into a different mod. Crit chance, crit damage, all those offensive stats you keep. If it was a crit chance mod with health, I might keep that. Because every now and then you have a character like Grievous or a character like, Padme team, where you might benefit from having a health main stat, even if it is a crit chance. And again, the triangles, we have to be a lot less picky. We have to take basically anything we can get that has decent substats and try to make that work because you see so few of them. All right, I feel like I need to catch up on chat. Let's head over and catch up on chat. It's somewhere around 3-1, 4-1 on the left versus the right side mod shapes. Interesting. The day my guild said Sith Empire was an old meta and not worth building, I started looking for a better guild. Hey, I agree with you there. Man, Sith Empire, the Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan are still relevant. They still, in my opinion, are among the top 10 teams in the game. Both of them. Even with the Jedi that come out like Jedi Master Luke and Jedi Knight Luke, and you see that there's teams that are still using the Revan lead, or they're using Revan in the Jedi team at the like, let's call it the highest possible meta comp for the Jedi. So yeah, those characters are definitely still relevant. And they're great for the Galactic Wars too. Man, we went in and fought a Galactic War one time. Solid wall of Revans, and behind that, half a wall of Darth Revans. So we got through the first full wall of all the best Darth Revan teams, and still had more Darth Revan teams in the zone behind it. And that's just brutal. I mean, people are sorting through their like accounts like crazy, using Galactic Legends just to finish off some of those Darth Revan teams. That was brutal. But that guild obviously had said, like, everybody has to have a tournament quality Darth Revan team, because they must have had 40 Darth Revan teams on defense. It was crazy. Crazy good. Crazy hard to play against. All right. We're losing viewers. As soon as I started talking about mods, the viewers just bolted. Question for the stream. A thing that happens to me as a new player is that I roll up something that seems like it's a good mod, but then I don't know exactly who it might be good for. Other players seem to be very confident. What's the secret to figuring out where to send a mod? So my opinion on that is, if it's not absolutely obvious where to send the mod, you don't have to send it anywhere. For example, I've got a cross. I think I still have a cross that's like 25 speed or something like that. Or at least I did for a while. I had a cross that was massive speed, and I just didn't have a character to put it on. Yeah, 23 speed right here. It's a 23 speed potency cross for a speed set. So that's a good mod, right? But I don't know exactly where it goes. So on a lot of my characters, I have these sets already predefined in loadouts. So like my best speed mods are all in loadouts already that have a cross assigned to them that's specific to that mod loadout. So I don't really have a place where I go, oh, I know right where that cross goes. I know right where it goes. I don't know where it goes. So it sits in inventory. And for sure, I'm going to use this thing. There's going to be a character where I want this cross. For sure, it's a 23 speed cross. But I don't know. I don't have a character right now that needs it at this exact moment. And look at this BB-8, right? Like, I could just slap it on this BB-8 right now. But is that overkill? Is this a better mod than this BB-8 deserves? Probably. But so that's it. You know, don't force it. Don't force yourself to find the best spot for a mod. I could put it on the BB-8 and it's always there, and then later I could, you know, put it on a different character. So if you want to make use of a good mod, just put it on a character where it fits. If it's got good offensive stats, put it on a character you want to hit hard. If it's got good speed, just put it on anybody that you want to go faster. So don't overthink it. If it's a mod that good, just put it on somebody. And then later, when you're sorting mods and you've got a Vader or somebody that needs your absolute best mods, you just uncheck that button. You sort by whatever it is that you're looking for. If we're looking for the best offense percent mods that we've got in the game, you just check that off and sort it. And, you know, you can find out that Wicket has a really good offense mod for some reason, right? Okay, well, maybe I want that. Maybe I want this offense mod from Wicket to go on some other character that can actually use it. So that's the sort of thing that I would say. You know, don't overthink it. Put it on a character. You can always come back and retrieve it later when you're remodding other good characters, or just leave it in inventory. You'll find a spot for it sooner or later. All right, let's see if we got any viewers back after the mod deficit. The question, how you figure it out with time, the kits themselves, knowing abilities, and the debuff interactions. That mod works on Piet pretty well. Piet's got a mod set on him. Let's see if it's better than Piet's mod currently. We'll just take a look, take a gander. He's got a 23 speed mod with health. So, I mean, I could upgrade that and have it be a 24 speed mod, and then Piet would have potency. but I'm not interested in swapping out his mod for one more speed. I'm okay with it just the way it is. Fine by me. I'll find a place for that mod. It'll definitely have a home. 24 speed mod, definitely have a home. Okay, let's talk about Conquest. Conquest gameplay. So we finished out Zone 1. We do have a couple feats left to do here. We have to win 20 battles without losing any units. I did 18. You still got to do 2 more battles somewhere here. I think I got a 2-star. Did I get a 2-star somewhere in here? Nope, everything's 3 so far. So we're just missing 5 here and 3 here. And the 3 that I'm missing is the turns in a row. Yeah. So we'll get that at some point. We'll take a bunch of turns in a row. On to Sector 2. We've got troopers on both slots here. We've got these guys at hard. These guys definitely stop becoming easy. I was shocked last time around how well these Phoenix stood up for themselves with the relics and speed boosts and this where is it? This thing here. They have a 100% chance to attack again, and I've had these characters attack like 4, 5, 6 times. It's crazy. So yeah, it's got to be careful against those guys in this hard mode Conquest. I'd almost rather take on the Separatist team. All right, so let's look at what we got here. We've got insatiable defense penetration. We've got critical hit immunity, tenacity, defense, swiftness. That's that mod, swiftness again. There's a potency calibration at a blue level, which is good. Okay. 27. So we got 3 potency calibrations in the same one. We got red, white, and blue. Okay, so that's all we've got there. So let's take a look at what we've gotten so far. We've got power, power, power. I mean, we really didn't have like any good options on mods or discs on this account. It was horrible. So I just got tons of offense. We've got stacking offense when we gain a buff. We did get 1 leader's resolve and 1 decay turn meter. So these are good. But this I had to take whatever I was given, and these are the best I could do with those slots. So we got tons of offense, and then we've got a few good ones down here. So I'm thinking I'll probably take the potency calibration blue here. The defensive buffs only last 1 turn, and they start at the start of your turn. So unless the enemy is counter-attacking, all they do is give you buffs and then pretty much nothing. I don't think this is good enough to go down here and look for this ruthless swiftness. So I think potency calibration is going to get the vote. Let's see what y'all say. Just got to bring Padme. Sabine is mean when it procs 4 times. Yeah, it's the Phoenix is good with that skill. Yep. The stacking offense combo with defensive buffs is good though. Why is that? I guess just in case you do have counterattacks against you. All right, well, let's take a line and just plan for the potency calibration then, because I want to get at least one of these at some point. Helps with the Vader comps. We got troopers and troopers and separatists, so I think we do the troopers here. I feel like, I mean, we could bring something in here, or we could just murder them. Let's see. Well, let's check feats. Let's make sure, see what feats we got. What feats do we have? Buffs, attacks out of turn, Jedi. We need Jedi. I'm not sure I want to take Jedi in against these guys, though. Yuck. We can take Jedi in here. That makes sense. I don't think I want Jedi here, though. All right, so I used my troopers a lot on the first wave, and I did an energy refresh over there and, you know, wore out my stamina yesterday. So let's see. What do we want to do against troopers? It might just be easiest just to Padme it. All right, we can just come in here, do this, kill everybody, be done with it. We've got tons of offense. We don't care if they go first. We'll get to interrupt them at some point. So this, they're all at 100%. They're all at 100%. All right, let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's just do a basic to get the protection up. All right, big hit. Barris went down. Yikes. This operative is horrendous, but I need to get the demoralize off because I can't afford to take the attack penalty. Let's get Piet out of here. All right, let's mass assist on him, get him out of here. Then we'll do protection up to get more nonsense. Finish him off. Go over to the Magma Trooper. Should be able to finish him off in a couple hits. And it's just the Barris that held us back. Now we can also put Grandmaster Yoda in this team. So at some point, if we want to do that, we can. All right. Let's see what we got. Ruthless Swiftness looks the best to me, but those options are underwhelming. You get 12% offense every time you start with the 4% stacking offense disc. Every turn you start. Stacking offense combo with defense buffs is good. Yeah, I know what you're saying. So you pick the one that gives you the defensive buffs. Yeah, no, I said that. You know, so it has the effect of giving you buffs. It's just that the buffs themselves, they come and they go really fast. So it's only if you're getting advantage from the buffs that's useful. All right, so let's take a look at the Jedi team here against this General Grievous team. And here we've got one leader's resolve, so we do have some good stuff on our Revan. And I think we can just kill Grievous right away, right? We can just go straight after him. Tap everybody on the shoulder. Oh boy. That's a beating. I got to get Grievous out of here. And they take 27 turns. Then it's back around to me. Okay, let's see. One hit on Sunfac. Almost. She's got the protection buff from Watt. That's interesting. All right, now we got to target Watt. Let's get Yoda going over there. Kill him off. Come on, kill Watt. Can't be that hard. Jolie cooldowns. Okay. Let's go over on Newt. Now we got to pay taxes. We'll get Yoda going. And then we're going to spread buffs. Pay the taxes. Hit him. I feel like we can destroy this Dooku. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we got one feat win for Jedi. We got past them. And we have access to 100 buffs on all allies already. That didn't take long. So we closed out one feat. Closed out the entire account. Got our crash out of the way before Grand Arena. That's good. I want that Yoda. I know the heal overtimes are better, but in the situation, one defensive buff is better than one power disc. The turn meter decay is so fun with Geos. Yeah, Geos make a mockery of people with that turn meter decay. All right, so our options here are the potency calibrations. And you all said ruthless swiftness can be good. I agree with that. Do we want the potency, ruthless swiftness, or do we really want these debuffs? We could probably get that later. This is good. This is good for a lot of reasons. Middle of Sector 2. Nabokov is in the middle of Sector 2. Okay. A 1 power disc. Ruthless is pretty OP. Potency for Vader in Sector 5. Yeah, I just think the potency is going to be better overall for the... And then we've got we got Ewoks down here, though. That would be good. You can complete feats against Ewoks pretty easily. CLS team and a Traya team. Ooh, I'd rather be fighting up here then. I really don't want to fight the CLS team that much. I'd rather fight Traya. So we could do the discs. We could do this. And that gives us options for both. Ruthless Swiftness. Is that what we end up committing to? This potency stack. Yeah, potency stacks. Potency definitely stacks. Every time you get 27% off of this, it just keeps ratcheting up. So like later on when you do Vader and you do Force Crush and you get debuffs resisted across 5 or 6 people, and I think the way that the game plays it, it checks for each instance of his damage over times from Force Crush as a separate instance of a debuff. And he gets like 270% potency and is good from there on out. So like one missed Force Crush gives so much potency that it pretty much you get everything after that. JTR is painful. They take 97 turns in a row. Yep. All right, I'm gonna take that because I'm probably gonna need it later. I don't feel strongly enough about it right now to put it on over what I've already got. And again, because I don't want to pay the 5. I don't want to pay this 5 yet. All right, when we get another good 1-dot disc, we'll pay the 5 and we'll change it up. All right, these guys, they fail hard to the troopers. But this is what having a Galactic Legend does for you. If you just don't want to fight them, you just bring in your Galactic Legend and just bully them. Take them out. That's what you can do. Let's see what else we got. I mean, my troopers are really low on stamina right now. I'd take them in and just crush this, but I don't know if I've got enough stamina to do it. 67%. What do you think, guys? Are we fast enough at 67% to make this work? You want to see? Yeah, it's only 15 energy. If they lose, they don't lose more stamina. You only lose stamina if you win. All right, they're going to get to go first and take 100 turns. All right, let's do this and put it over on ranged. And then let's drain their turn meter and get this party started. The days on Veers is super annoying, though. All right. Oops. She had the dodge up. That didn't help. We'll do area effect on them. Buffs up. We've got so much turn meter right now that I'm going to do the stomp over on R2. Well, that worked. Do that. Do that. Kill him off. Daze this BB-8 so that he can't get counterattacks. Or he dodges it. Alright, well I guess I have to deal with the counterattacks then. So there we go. What was that? 67%? My troopers are good to go at 67%. But it's zone 2. You know, it's not it's not zone 5 yet, so let's see what else we got. This Treya team, CLS team. Treya team, I feel like we can just Padme. And then I think we're going to chuck her out because she died way too easy last time. So we're going to put in the 5s just to have another beefy guy in here that can take a hit or two. And then we'll hit up this Sith team. And then once we finish up here, we're going to go into the Grand Arena on my main account and get that taken care of. All right, Bastila, get out of here. Oh, isolated that Kenobi. Bad news. And get that taunt off of here. Or just kill him. That works too. Yeah, we'll hit Treya. Let's kick Scion. Get him out of here. Okay, live 5s, live. We don't want you dying. We need that extra star. All right, we got it. Cool. It is very annoying to be forced to use squads of 5. Yeah, you are forced to use squads of 5 because of these feats, the main feats here. So if anybody doesn't know what he's talking about with being forced to use squads of 5, where it says full squad of dark side and full squad of light side units, that forces you to use 5 units of that type. Okay, and because I already refreshed my energy and ran down my stamina on a bunch of these characters, that's going to be it for our conquest over there. But you guys can kind of see what we're doing. Got to talk a little bit about what we're building and why. Hopefully that helps somebody. All right, so if we look at the Grand Arena, we've got Petite Pat from Le Trou de Feu. Not very good at pronouncing French names, but seems French to me. 2.5 million galactic power in ships, 3.4 in characters, about 800,000 in total more than me on his account. Rank 4 in fleets with this negotiator fleet, 62 over here in Arena with his Jedi Master Luke team. In ships, we've got what you might expect to see. We've got Rebels at relic level. We've got, I see this quite a bit with the Emperor's shuttle, you know, partially relict. But he's got a good Empire fleet going with Vader, shuttle, other stuff. Galactic Republic fleet going with these guys, obviously doing well in his fleet arena. And then it drops off. We got a bunch of ships here in the middle. So for capital ships, we do have a full Negotiator, 6-star Malevolence, the Chimera to deal with. The Executrix is not relic level yet, so that's nice. And the home one is not relic level. So he'll have at least 5 fleets, right? So he's got the Negotiator, Malevolence, he's got the Rebels, he's got some kind of Empire fleet. And then between, you know, all of these others, he's going to have, you know, a 5th fleet. So he'll have a cleanup fleet in addition to everything else. But not too scary. Nothing that we can't work our way through, I don't think. Over here on the character side of the account, we got Jedi Master Luke, General Luke Skywalker, Rey, Jedi Knight Luke, Malak. A bunch of good stuff. The Revans both here, but at Relic 5 and 4. Kind of want to see Relic, sevens on these guys, but, I'll take it. It's good for me. Padme, Mon Mothma team somewhere. A bunch of the stuff that you'd expect to see in an account at this level. A lot of these relics at Relic 4, I don't know why people put it at Relic 4. To say that it takes rare materials to go to Relic 5 is really not true. It's just not true. Relic 5 is so easy. You just go into the scavenger and you just build a bunch of these things. Even if you can't build them, even if you don't build them, you can just buy these for 300 each out of the shop, and at 600 currency, you make so many of these Erodium heat sinks. You make 20 Erodium heat sinks for 600 gems right there. So if I needed these, I would just, it just doesn't seem like much. And on my Loquitur account, what I've been doing, you just farm those with energy. Fleet energy, I'm sorry. So I shouldn't have clicked off of that. I should have just clicked to the search. Dang it. So there's a fleet node for 8 energy with fleet that gets you these parts. So even if you don't want to farm them over here on this bayonet node, which is awesome, that's the node you should farm them on if you really want to farm them, because you get this, the bayonet, bunch of stuff. But you can also farm them with fleet energy right here. So you just dump a bunch of fleet energy in here, and you get these virtually for free. And that's Relic 5. So Relic 5 is just not that much of an issue. But I see that a lot. I see people park a lot of relics at Relic 3 and 4. I don't understand why. We didn't look at feats. What do we got for feats today? Squad Arena, Grand Arena Temps. Still got this Mace Windu, Kenobi, Anakin. We got. I don't think we're gonna even complete that because I'm not getting enough kills with these guys, and I don't have Bad Batch yet. And Kenobi and JKA are on the same Padme team. And this is the Echo. This is the regular Echo and Wat Tambor. The regular Echo. Oops. Okay, so anyway, moral of the story is we're going to go in here and apparently look for a full clear. 2104. That's decent, right? That's maybe even no dropped battles. Mon Mothma didn't get a hold. Disappointing. SLKR didn't get a hold. Well, we knew that because he's going to take us JML and beat this team. We know that. But we forced him to use the JML there, which is fine. No dropped battles at all. Straight clear. No holds in fleet either. Yikes. All right, so we got our work cut out for us. We got to clear this whole guy without dropping a battle. That means that we have to get through Revan and Malak clean. We've got to get through this without dropping this battle. That's going to be the one right here that determines the win or loss, I think. So what we can do here either wins us the game or not. So I think this is going to be a Sith Eternal Emperor battle. All right, I'm going to catch up on chat here for a second. So I think it's going to be a Sith Eternal Emperor battle. I haven't practiced a lot with C versus Revan. So I assume that if we link up, we'll have to link this guy because he starts out that way. And then if we just link him to Darth Revan, we should be cutting down damage by quite a lot. Then I feel like we can work our way through with the Sith Eternal Emperor team here. If that's not the case, you guys let me know. But I think we're good there. And then eventually we'll muscle down Malak with shock on him, right? I mean, C can just keep shocking him and his drains won't do that much. So I feel like that wins against this, but if anybody has more experience with that matchup than me, I just haven't had a chance to practice it. All right, let's see. What do we got over here in chat? It's thanks for streaming earlier. It's really handy for us Europeans. Yeah, no, it's no problem. It's not necessarily so selfless as all that. It's just that I can't do 6:30 on Friday night because I spend Friday night as family night. We do movie night. We sit around, watch some movies, and order some good food, and have a little family night. So I do it Saturday morning because I really don't want to sacrifice my family time Friday night with a stream. So in originally trying to figure out my stream times, it was just a little bit selfish on my part. But I am glad that it works out to have one early stream for people. Relic 5 is easy because you don't need Electrium conductors. Yeah, the Electrium conductors is where it gets hard. I agree 100% with that. All right, you must see the victory against Darth Revan. C against DR sounds like the safest option. You're going to need that Watt. I'd try to get DR and Bastila out first so that the first link will be on set. Before popping Alt, switch the link to Bastila and DR and then Alt. Well, if I can switch the link, I'm going to switch it to Malak, right? Okay. If family means a stream at human hour for European, it's win-win. Yeah, it does end up being win-win. Yeah, I agree. Turns out better for everybody. And then this Grievous team, I'm going to do the Jedi against the Grievous team, but that's a scary one as well, because just every once in a while, this team get away from you. You can struggle against them. This side I'm not too worried about. We can clear this stuff up. This isn't scaring me too much. The Nest team, again, if you put Nest in a team with a bunch of other characters, it's not too bad. Dooku's stealth won't affect her, so we can, hit people here and then hit Nest, and we should be able to take this out. This isn't too scary. So this zone is the one that scares me. And this is for all the marbles. So we got to take out C, and we've got to take out this. So let's go in here first. And then if we lose this one, or if anything goes wrong, then the rest of the Grand Arena will be played for fun. Storm Pooper says, thanks for another mod clinic. Yeah, I didn't have... I wasn't impressed myself with my second video. I want for these mod clinics to be, the mod stuff, but then also like modding a character. And I was trying to do that, and it just kept getting later in the week, and I just wanted to get the video out. So I kind of shortchanged it a little bit this week. But we'll try to make that so we always do some discussion on the mods and then some discussion on modding a character. All right, let's get in there. There's an error with your connection. Oh, boy. Okay, all right. We're in. I like doing this first and getting him going over there. Master's training on him. We will do this to take the stealth. Then we will give foresight to everybody. All right, quit taking extra turns. Let's pass this over to Bastila. Then let's send Yoda after the B2. Let's do it this way, after the B2. And then I'm just going to hit the B2 and finish him off. Take my punishment. Then Bindo is going to send over Revan. We don't care so much if we lose Bastila right away. All right. I think Savior is gone. I think we already used Savior. I'm not 100% sure, though. Let's get Foresight back. Yeah, Savior's gone. Okay. Let's get Yoda going again. All right. Take our punishment. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, no, no. Now Bendo's going to get killed. All right, get everybody back. Get everybody foresight. Woo! Yikes. Yikes. All right, let's kill this droideka. All right, Revan. Okay, now we got to kill this Grievous. Get him, boys. Send this back over to Yoda. Get foresight on everybody again. Get Yoda going again. Get Yoda going. All right, all right, all right. Now let's see if we can get some banners back. I don't think we're going to be able to get many more banners than what we've already got here right now. I think this is it for the bannerification. All right, and we're done. Phew! I was close for a second. Rip. All right. Can you show me your Vader? If I have the tunes, I can try the Tarkin counter. Yeah, I can't experiment yet while the Grand Arena is on the line. That's the problem. I can't experiment while I still might win the Grand Arena. If it gets to the point where I know I've lost, then I can mess around. But while I still think I'm going to win it, we got to do this. All right, I think I take this whole team in. The question I have for you guys, should I go ahead and put in Triumvirate instead of these characters? Put in the Triumvirate so that I know I have like the very best chance of winning. Because Treya's passive is pretty massive, getting rid of debuffs against the Darth Revan team. The counter is pretty safe if you play the match correctly. Well, talk me through it. Talk me through it. Let's talk through the right way to play this matchup. So I come in, I go first because C goes 1,000,000 miles an hour. I have to link this trooper. I have no choice. Do I link him with HK or do I link him with Revan? I think I have to link him with Revan, right? We link him and Revan. So I'll wait for chat to say, but I think I link him and Revan, and then I just do the best I can until see if I get a turn or not, and I may or may not get a turn, and then just spread deception and go from there. I think HK. I hardly ever use that, lose the counter. The counter I'm talking about isn't C. Oh, okay. I like C set, Royal Armor, Royal Guard, and Armor. I don't have the Royal Guard, though. I put him on defense. I threw him on defense. I don't really have another good tank unless I use Triumvirate. So I don't really need the Triumvirate for anything, right? So we can, trooper this or something. We can kill this with something. We've got bounty hunters that we can take against his bounty hunters if we need to. Bounty hunters against the sisters. So we don't have anything yet that requires the Triumvirate. I suppose we could go over here and clean up and see what's on the back wall, and then from there figure out what we need to do with Triumvirate. So if we take, and we still have Vader. We still have Vader to kill something. I could do bounty hunters here, troopers here. Yeah, I think those are good, clean, easy wins, right? Bounty hunters and troopers, and we just take this out. And no chances, right? Select squad, bounty hunters. Where are you, bounty hunters? We'll take them in against the mixed team here to make sure that we can evaporate nest if we need to, whatever. So this should be a 60 banner win here. All right. Taunt up. Let's mass assist on Han Solo. Try to get him killed first. And then we'll do the net on Han. Then we'll do the missile. All right. Then we'll do this. And we'll poke Wampa. Let's put a net on Wampa. All right. Then we can evaporate nest. Taunt back up. Mass assist on Dooku. And then finish out Newt. Guess what, Newt? I ain't paying the taxes. 60 banners. Good. And then here, we're going to select troopers. And I am going to put in all 5 troopers. But I think what I can do, I suddenly have an idea. What I think we can do, we can kick out Gideon. And we can put in shore trooper here. And we should have no problem beating this with a shore trooper. Like this. Yeah. Let's beat Night Sisters like this. Put that on shore. Buffs up. Zombie down. Looks like she's going to be the easiest one for us to get the duplicate kills on, so we'll do that. And then Asajj is the one that we really want dead. So let's kill Asajj. Then let's go back and get the Spirit. And then Daka. And the reason we want Asajj dead is we don't want her removing all of our buffs. So even if Daka were to bring things back, she brings them back and we kill them again. If Asajj gets rid of all of our buffs and, you know, sets the Night Sisters up, they can go from there. All right, so we see what's on the back wall. And we probably do want a tray of this, huh? We still have Vader. Yeah. But here was my thought. So what we can do, I can save Moff Gideon out like I did. And then we can go into this squad that I've built. And I put Krennic in there because Krennic is just the right hit points that he triggers the armor. But we can put Gideon in here. So we can cut down their damage. I'm pretty sure Gideon's going to go before any of their team. So that just potentially buys us a little more time with these guys until Sith Eternal can go off. Yeah. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Might be better than losing Set and Watt and armor. Depends on who survives in the mods. Hard to say. So here's the thing. If I lose this battle at all, I lose the Grand Arena. And that's it. I'm done. So the thing is, I either win this battle or I lose this Grand Arena. Yeah. So it's not about optimizing or experimenting because I actually want to win this. I really have to win it. Really have to win it. Gideon will go first. Won't get the 3 Beskar armor ingots, though, on turn 1. Yeah, I'll take 2 ingots if I only get 2 ingots, but Gideon will go, and then C will go, then Gideon will go, but then their whole team will go. So we, yeah, we may or may not get the third stack. I'm just trying to figure it out, because when Darth Revan comes over and starts doing his stuff, Wat Tambor might be left at half-life with the demoralize. Instead of getting killed instantly, he may live. So I think there's a chance that we still get the armor for 3 stacks. All right, now I've been messing around too much. I got to go in, make sure I click the right thing. I've got to select the squad. And this time, we're not going to pick the wrong team, boys. We're going to pick the right team, and we're going to put in Moff Gideon. This is the team we want. We have our Galactic Legend going in. All right, so we do this on him. Then we're going to link. And I feel like we need to link with Darth Revan. I didn't see any compelling evidence that I should do it with HK. So we'll do it with Revan. All right. And now we cut the damage down. And there's not much to do except go ahead and carve his armor. We can't do the trick with the draining their turn meter, because the same thing we talked about once demoralize is on. All right, let's put this on armor and get her going faster if possible. All right. Our guys are holding up. We're holding up pretty well. Let's start deceiving some people. Man, Watt's still in there. What's Watt doing? Not dying. All right, let's deceive some people. Oh, the armor's dead. She didn't get to do her thing. All right, well, let's, I mean, we can get at least one extra hit on Bastila here, right? All right. Now, who do we want to link up? We can link, if we link Malak and Revan, once we go off, that's it, right? We're good then. We had to link Malak. I mean, we got no choice but to link Malak, because he had taunt up. We don't need the health back yet. All right. And now we just got to wait for the ult. Coming now. And zappy zappy. And Bastila. Okay. 48 banners. Makes me want to cry. That is horrible. Horrible banners. Horrible banners. Okay, but we've got a few teams here that we can mess around with now. These bounty hunters, we can probably Vader. Mon Mothma team, we can trio. And then we have Padme. So we could probably just do a 3-person Padme against the troopers, right? We got Nest still. Who can we nest? These guys got a daze somewhere, right? This guy's got a daze? Do they have daze up here? Who can stop Nest from Mon Mothma? Do they have turn meter remove? What do they have? Oh, man. I don't know. Once she promotes her little guy, right? The rebel trooper, when promoted, has daze. Is that right? Okay. Stats, summon, etc. Whatever. Rebel morale, defense. Nope. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Dispel all debuffs. If he's been promoted to commander or officer, inflict daze. So if they got the daze on me from her, but that would be a lot of potency. That would be a lot of potency. She doesn't have a lot of potency. And his stuff is based on her. Do you guys think we can nest this? Can we nest this instead of Triumvirate? What do y'all think? Kara and Pow are the turn meter loop. Difficult to use trio there. All right, let's see. Ugly, but you got the win. Yeah. Yep. All right, so let's oh man. You guys are better at calculating banners than I am, and I'm trying to run a stream anyway. So if somebody who's very clever and good at calculating banners could calculate how many banners I need, I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. So we could do Vader here. We could do Padme here. And Triumvirate on the bounty hunters. And then we don't use nest. All right, let's look at this. This gives days. He has 17% potency. Nest just crushes this, right? Even with half damage, Nest just annihilates these guys. I don't know how they could possibly stand up to it, because they're just going to attack into Nest like crazy. They don't have enough damage to ever kill her. I don't want to throw away the Grand Arena, but I also, if I can get like 63 banners with Nest right here, that would be something good. What are we going to Vader? That's the question. What are we going to Vader? We could potentially just Vader solo this. That might be the other option, right? How fast are these guys even? That's not fast. 240. How fast is Piet? 278. That's fast enough to go ahead of my Vader. And then he'll cut the damage in half. 262. So I'd have to bring something in with Vader to make him go fast enough to beat that. That's frustrating. How many banners per zone? 180 for this, 186 and 210. 180, 186 and 210. Triumvirate is super safe here. Padme is super safe here. I think Padme gets full banners against this team. Yeah. Or Padme against this team. Can Padme just... Yeah, we could Padme this team too. We could probably nest this team. Drive me crazy. 355 banners to equal his score. 322. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's like 60-some banners a win. Whoa! Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. So what are the 3 most effective things that we have left? We've got Han. We've got Rebels. We've got Padme, and we've got Vader. Does Vader just kill this team straight up? Biggs is a problem for Vader here. Vader can pretty much solo this, right? We should be able to just Vader solo. No, but the speed, we can't because of the speed. Figured that out already. So do we have Palpatine? So we could do this and this, and our Vader gets 32. So he'll be at 281, which is fast enough to go first. So we can do these two and get this battle out of the way. Go. Kylo Solo. How did they go first? How did they go first? I looked at all the speeds. That's the Grand Arena right there. That's it. I didn't calculate in the 20 from Veers. I calculated in the 20 from Veers, right? I put in the 20 from Veers. $280. Oh, I was at 281 and he's at 282. That's what I get. That's what I get, guys. I should know better. All these times that I talk to you guys about not trying to get too crazy with the underdogs and all that stuff, and then I try to underdog a team like this and end up losing the Grand Arena over it. Yeah. That's frustrating. That's frustrating. Only needed 58 point. No. Then I messed up the calculations. I thought somebody said I needed 322, and with the battles I got left, that calculates out to more than 60 banners. I've only got 5 battles left. Or so I thought. Kenobi needs to get kills, right? Padme needs to not get kills. All right, don't kill him. Don't kill him. Do kill him. Don't kill him. It was 292, not 3. Oh, man. All right, I should have waited. I should have waited, guys. I should have waited. Well, the good news is we can mess around a bit now. Let's go ahead and see how this would have worked out with the troopers. $295 was for the win. Yeah, somebody said 322. I thought it was 322. Yeah, well, I threw it away. Threw it away, boys. Threw it away. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. Who knows? Maybe I can bring this back. If I do few enough characters, maybe I can bring it back. Maybe I can bring it back. If I can dominate ships. Who knows? Let's see. See what I could do here. All right. Get that going. Isolate Biggs. And then we just wait. And it just becomes a waiting game. Play the Jeopardy music in the background. Boom, boom, boom. See you later, Cara Dune. Welcome back, Cara Dune. Held by hatred. Goodbye, Cara Dune. Goodbye, Biggs Darklighter. Almost. Goodbye, everybody. Didn't work. We did not get it. Now he's stealing banners from us. All right, we got it. Isolate POW. Okay. So I'm out of it, right? I can't get it for nothing. One, two, three. Banner's back. Man, I'm so mad right now. I thought I needed huge banner wins. All right, let's get rid of this Han Solo right away. Okay, we'll do that skill. Then we'll do this skill. And then we're going to burn turn meter to stun Biggs. Ah, he got out from under stun, so he does get all the assists. All right, we got the debuff on him, but we don't care. Let's pass over the turn meter again. Big hit. Let's put damage over times on everybody. Mostly on me. Let us call an assist from him. Hit him again. Get some turn meter. He gets a reinforcement. All right. Now let's steal his turn meter to give him another turn. Big hit. All right. Let's do that. Call in Plo. Banners. 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 Finish. 66. So what kind of miracle do I have to pull off against this to make this work? 67 banners. That's what you guys are saying? 68 for the win? Can I even get 68 banners? Is that possible? I don't think that's even possible. I don't think that's even possible. I can't believe I threw it away on a stupid trooper team because I wasn't... Okay, I'll do my own calculations from now on. Arrgh. So frustrated right now, guys. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tilt on the stream, but I'm a bit tilted. Oh, I gotta do a 7-star capital ship. I absolutely have to do a 7-star capital ship. $68 with 5 ships. I think if you bring in a capital ship, see, the problem is my Grievous isn't 7 stars, so I think you don't get credit for this last slot. You don't get banners for this last slot. Unless you have a 7-star ship. Yeah. Yeah. So, which way do I play it? Tarkin Geos or Thrawn with Empire? Let's see. How do I win this? So if we do Thrawn, I think we just got to do Tarkin Geos. I feel like I could beat this fleet with my alt account. Okay, do it that way. And then I feel like I have to have one reinforcement. So if I have one reinforcement, that's 66 banners, right? 66. Thrawn has more heals. Takes away turn meter from the other guys. So just try it with 3 ships and see if we can do it with Thrawn. You can only bring in 3 ships with 4 slots empty. His alt and heal, and his middle is a heal. Yeah, his alt is really good. If we can get to it. If we get to his alt. This team I'm up against has a lot of damage. Oh well, we'll try it. And we still got Grievous to clean it up. So, I mean, we're still going to get it clear and whatnot, but... Ooh, we dodged that first shot. That was good. What do we want to do here? This, right? Take away some turn meter. Or, not take away turn meter, but... you guys know what I meant. Get the buffs going. All right. Hit. Ooh, that's harsh. Losing my spy. About to lose my spy. Oof. I'm burning, right? So as soon as I come up, I lose. Yeah. Yep. Guess I did that in the wrong order or something. Should have saved the heal. Yeah, okay. Alrighty then. Yeah. Just very frustrated with that because could have had this. Could have had this Grand Arena. Even without max abilities, you could have won. All right. Let's see. Let's just do this. Let's put the vulture or buzz droids there. Let's put the buzz droids everywhere. Yeah, no, guys, I had this. I had this no problem. What I messed up was the back wall. It's just the back wall. Everything else I would have been fine. I went in short against those troopers and messed up and lost the Grand Arena on getting in a hurry. So definitely should have just calculated out exactly how many banners I needed, just slow and steady. Like I do 90% of the time, just got in a hurry and screwed it up. Not my usual style of play. So, yeah, I'll still get Kyber. The victory itself isn't going to stop me from getting Kyber. It's just pride. I hate messing up, and knowing that I lost just because I messed up was frustrating. I'm a little more competitive than that. All right, let's see if we can finish this guy off. That young Han Solo, though, scary. Would have been a one shot, but he lost protection. Yeah, exactly. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Yep. Yeah, I mean, for myself, I don't care. I want it to be a good stream. I want it to be entertaining. I want you guys to see like high quality play, and it's frustrating for me when I mess that up. Alrighty, we could have had that. We could have had that Grand Arena. We're gonna chalk that up to getting in a hurry and doing stupid things we shouldn't have done. Get it next time, though. So there's lessons in everything, right? And the ones you lose teach you valuable lessons as well. I've been a competitive gamer for many years, and I've told my daughter the same thing. The matches you lose are the ones where you learn. You know, regardless of what game you're playing, whether it's chess or Magic the Gathering or even playing World of Warcraft, you know, it's the raids you lose that teach you what you need to know for the next one. If you go in there and win, you don't learn much. So, if nothing else, I taught you guys all to play it slow and steady. Take it easy. Don't get in a hurry. Let the victory come to you. All right. Kira Nest should basically take out any Mon Mothma team. Yeah. What I should have done, I should have just fought the front wall, got rid of the bounty hunters, got rid of the ships, and I just would have been looking at that back wall, and I could have calculated banners for the back wall and made it easy, and that would have been that. But trying to calculate 3 zones with 5 teams left and trying to be in a hurry, that didn't help. Also know when to not listen to chat. Yeah, I guess so. But, so I mean, on one hand, I'm trying to entertain you guys, so if I pull out a calculator and start tapping out numbers and trying to calculate my banners, I feel like that's, not good streaming, bore you guys to death. But, in the future, I'll probably just have to do that to make sure that if it's a mistake, it's at least a mistake on my part. I'm not blaming anybody. I can't blame anybody for trying to put the numbers up in chat. I asked, and you guys did it, and that's my fault for not waiting and seeing. Alrighty, well, we're probably going to call it there for the stream. Had a pretty good day. Had an exciting time on the alt account. Could have won on the main. I think putting that Moff Gideon into that C team makes it that should make it a reliable Revan counter. Revan has enough damage that he can actually get over on Sith Eternal, but the way that worked, it kept his damage down for long enough and built up enough turns that by the time everybody got killed and Gideon got killed, it was good to go. So I think Gideon goes into that team if we have to counter a Darth Revan like that. At least until I get more comfortable with the matchup. All right. Darth Loquitur adding a rule, play your game. Yeah, Nabokov, my game is a safe game, though, right? Like, so I take in 4 guys, I underdog by 1 just to make sure that I can beat and not ever lose a banner, right? So if I'd have done that against the Troopers, I'd have won. So you're exactly right. I need to just play my game and not be badgered into stuff by the chat. I do want to try new things, though. You guys have helped me try things that were very successful. So I have had some successes because of chat, too. So we can't deny that. All right, guys. I'm going to call the stream there for the day. Thank you all for coming out to watch. Really appreciate it. Love you guys, and hope you enjoyed the stream. Do join up on the Discord if you haven't already. We got a great community over on Discord. Fun stuff. Lots of good people over there. More questions on Conquest or Grand Arena or anything, just pop them over there and we'll try to get to them and answer them. Thank you all for your time, and I will see you